Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's doing good. We've been working on this train network today. And the more I thought about this setup since the last stream, was a Sunday night, the more I'm happy with it. I really like how this turned out. Could I tweak a few extra things? Yeah, I'm sure I could, but overall, I'm really liking it. So we need to make this thing get where we want to go, which is way out that way. Kind of where that pillar is. So kind of where I left off last time is this music loud or is it just loud in my ear? Hang on. I guess it's just loud in my ear. I don't know. We'll play by ear. Anyway, where I left off last time, I was in. What was I doing? I was making elevation transition, height transition. So I need to finish that. Fairly certain I got this to work. Actually, I know I got that to work. So now I need to figure out if I can make a second level work. So let's start there. 4. Alright, now this was a pain in the ass last time. Let's see. Pain in the rumpus. I think what I did is I got this one and then I extrapolated them out, but don't if I remember it correctly. Yeah, that's what I did. Okay. I think that's where I had these. Yes, it is. Okay. No, no block right. No block there. No, there we go. I'll play finicky today, I see. Okay. Come on, give me the middle one. Please. Mm. I do want to try to fit some lights in here. Don't know how well that's gonna go. Because I think last time, if I remember correctly, when I was building that first level down there, it wouldn't build the 4-meter signs on a diagonal, which I thought was weird. I thought it, and I had them on a beam, and I thought as long as you're following the beam, it also followed the beam, but apparently not. Unless it was late and I was doing it wrong, which is very likely. Alright, well, this top floor went. What are we being? Saying this top floor went easier until I get to the last step here. Alright, where did I went? I went 2 notches past, if I remember correctly. From there, 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, yeah, that's what I did. Why does that one feel like it's not lining up to that one? Alright, let's see if this connects in properly. Train network. Oh, we need blueprint mode. Auto connect. Okay, that looks like it's gonna be fine. This one lines up. Fine. All right, let's see how this looks. Perfect. I mean, I knew I was gonna have to fill in these little angled gaps here, right? That's not a problem. I was more concerned with how the tracks looked once they auto connected. I mean, that's fairly. I don't know if I could have done that on my own. Fairly impressed with that auto connect. Can I not paint? I can paint these. Okay, so I need to paint those on the blueprint. What else do I want to add to this blueprint? I'm not going to add any of the structural frames. What else do we need? What else do we need? Yeah, well, let me reference back to that. Why I've got... I don't need this blueprint over here. Clear. All right. So let's try to get some lights on this. Oh, I need to paint this. So last time I tried... Let's just do it right here and I'll show you. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. Hey, morning. Aligning train tracks on slopes is a nightmare. Well, that just... I mean, I just did auto connect and it did it in... I'm fairly impressed with how it did it because I don't think I could have done it like this smoothly. So I don't know if you've tried blueprinting and doing the auto connect deal, but it seems to do a better job than my hand can. All right. Come on, find where you need to be here. It usually looks pretty goofy. It can, for sure. I don't like how they do that little the hump up and hump down deal. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. You know, where it kind of looks like it's got a gap that's floating. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to turn it. You know where the where it transitions and it's got like a little jump in it. That's super annoying to me anyway. I wish it would just, like, if it's gonna snap to the if it's gonna snap to the foundation, why isn't it just snapping to the foundation? All right, so this is the problem I was having last time. See, it doesn't want... It wants to start horizontal. Now I can control turn it, and it kind of follows this. The problem is, or the problem I was having last time, Well, let me just run this out. Maybe it was just a me error. So the issue that I was having last time is as I kind of ran up this incline, it was ever so slightly off, and I guess it may have just been me. Oh, see, now it's working. Okay, well, use your error. Most commonly the problem anyway. Yeah, I'll see, here it is. Now you can see it. You can see it. You can see it. Doesn't exactly follow. Like it would if it was on a straight, on a horizontal, right? Like these are smooth, and you know, I did these the same method. The question is, is that acceptable? I don't know. Hey, morning, surplus. I don't know if that's acceptable or not. 2, 3. You can't unsee what? This jaggedness? I know. That's really irritating. I could have swore you could run these damn things on a diagonal and they work. See, I think it even gets worse if I don't overlap, right? Like, most people would know. Yeah, agreed. 100% agreed. Maybe it'll, hold on, let's see. It'll look better once I delete that. It's definitely less noticeable. I think we're gonna run with it. Place it in the same spot, nudge it in place. Let's see. Well, it's not gonna want to go into the same spot, but I could put it there. It's still gonna do it. Well, maybe. Depends on the angle. Hold on. Let's see. Let's try it again. You may be onto something, surplus. All right. So, I think this is going to be the problem that I was having last time. You see this? It's angling. Right, surplus. It's not joggy, but see this? It's angling. By the time I get up there, it's gonna be off. It'll be up on this pillar. This is the problem I was having last time. Let me just do a few more to check. No. Put it there. Gotta lock it. See, you can already see it right here. And I don't know what's causing this, because that beam is ran on a 45. Maybe it's a combination of it. I've got it rotated at a 45 and I'm running it at a 45. But see this? and I don't know why the hell it's doing that. So we may have to go with the jaggy approach, because it's perfectly. I mean, this beam is. It'd be one thing if my beam wasn't at a perfect angle, right? I could see this happening, but the fact that it's not even following the beam is. Because like if I come over here next to it, see now that's supposedly this is the beam's angle. And that's how far it is off after just what 5-6 different lights. So I don't know what's going on. But I think we're just gonna run with the run the jagged approach. Which now I can't remember how I was doing that. It's just doing. I was just holding control so it grabs onto the beam. Yeah, I think the notice would be is going to be negligible. But it is strange. Hey, Surplus, I know you. I'm gonna have to delete these. Dang it! I know you. You typically are playing while you're watching. I don't know if you want to try to test that out and see if you're getting the same thing. It's very interesting for sure. All right, let's get 2, 3. This is the one drawback to using all these blacks. I can't see where to snap stuff sometimes. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's just do all these. All right, well, I rotated this without. All right, 3. I started spinning it before I ran it up there and lost count of. Oh, lost count of my spins, my turns. Oh, nope. Where the hell am I supposed to be going here? Oh, come on. There it is. Okay, now we can run the lights on these, and we're going to call this thing done after that. So we're doing gold on this side. This one's gonna have more lights than the straight version. Let's do the top yellow, just so we can be done with it. Come on. Sorry, I'm not chatting. I had this problem when I was doing the power plant. When I'm doing signs, I get kind of in a trance. Oh, I hit that in the wrong spot. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? There we go. You're playing the new Witchfire banger? Oh, Witchfire update is a banger. I've read that completely wrong. Nice. Alright, let's delete this and this. Yes. And add these rails back into this side. Nope, I need the rails. Thank you. Come on, where was I? Right there. 1, 2. 1, 2. No, it needs to be there. Two. 1, 2. Alright, let's save this before we lose some of our progress. Alright, blue time. I wonder if I'm gonna have the same problem or issue with the if I try to put the ceiling lights in. I don't know if I've ever tried to put a sign on one of these sloped foundations. Oh, of course, I put that in the wrong spot. I'll tell you what though, I am about done decorating and doing cosmetics. I'll be so happy when we get this to a point where I can actually start building the next factory. Almost to the point that the other day I was thinking, you know, I do a lot of the blueprints for the different machines and the distributions and stuff like that. I was thinking the other day, I miss actually building factories almost to the point where I want to make like a spaghetti factory and logistic nightmare just so I can spend the time debugging it and fixing it. I'm not saying I'm going to do that, but thought crossed my mind. Alright, where... Jeez, it's too dark. It's too dark. Looks about right. Alright, what are we missing? What are we missing? We're missing something. We need these white lights down the middle here. Mm, okay. I think we've got it about licked. Alright, let's see what it looks like trying to put one of these signs on the bottom. Doesn't work. So we'll have to run a beam. First. There we go. Why does that not want to? Why is that not? Look at that, it's not wanting to catch it. Look at this. Look at this. They only want to run flat. Or whatever this angle is. Son of a gun. Huh. That's probably the same. That's probably the reason I'm having such issues with the, what's it called? With the other signs. Why would it do that? What if I just try a shorter segment? Lock it in. That seems to be fixing it. Maybe not necessarily fixing it, but maybe it's just the maybe there's just such a small variation in the angle that when you run it, when you extrapolate it out over 40 meters, it just doesn't want to cooperate. I don't know. It's interesting. This is not wanting to grab where it needs to grab. There it is. Let's grab the yellow. Oh, you turkey. I didn't overlap them. Goofball. All right, I think we did it. Think we did it. All right, let's get over here and replace this one for the new version and see how we look. Oh, you turkey. I got the colors backwards. Dang it. I mean, technically, this is. Hold on, let me check something. Let me check something. Technically, this would be good for a rise in elevation. Oh. So technically I didn't mess up. I just made a rise instead of a fall. See? Like Bob Ross says, happy mistakes. Well, let's relabel this damn thing before I forget. This. So this is gonna be, what are we gonna call this one? Elevation change. Just up. Sure. At least I can just copy and paste fairly easily. In theory. In theory. Come on, there we go. Just save one of those yellows over there for when I go back. Okay. Okay. Where's this one? Let's make these yellow or gold. I always call them gold, but they're yellow. I mean, I always call them yellow, but they're actually gold. That one's going to be difficult. There it went. There it went. There it went. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Morning, Stone Age. Oh, I gotta change these tops. Why don't I just do this? Instead of going and copying and pasting one, I'll just change these. I was doing the cobalt blue. Copy, paste. Okay, this should be the down. I want to keep it just simplistic. Down. So we're not using that one anymore. All right, let's see here. Let's put it down. Now let's put a straight section and then a down section and just see what it looks like. Mm-hmm. That's not the right spot. There we go. Feel like this is not right. We're gonna lay it and see. We're gonna lay it and see. Where's the... There it is. Alright, so this doesn't do as good of a job with the auto connect. As that does. I don't know if I like that. What if we just do it without auto connect? I think I know what the problem is. Let me try something real quick. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna pretend like that one's snapping to that back one. I think it's wanting to, it's wanting to connect up to something funky on this vertical. That's keeping it from lining up properly. Okay, that's much better. I'm tempted to make it do auto connect on it down, but I'm not going to. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to make that any cleaner. So I think running that with auto connect is gonna be fine. Put that one in backwards. Oh well, I'm just testing. Oh, power. I'm just testing the up and down. All right, so let's try doing down. See if I got the colors right. Auto connect. Yes. Now let's go back over and look at this. I kind of like how that little hump's like that. I mean, besides there being some obvious issues, like kind of here. Which I could fix, right? I could do like this. Not really worried about that right now. All right, I think we got a winner. All right, so we were gonna go down 2 here. Let's run our 2 that we were gonna run here. Dun, dun, dun. Is that lined up properly? Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Now, do we put one of these guys in? Hmm. Bum, bum, bum. I need to connect the power. Is it gonna reach down here? Yes. All right, let's throw a support on 24 meter, 20 meter, 20 meter. See how we like this. And then I'm gonna take a quick coffee break after we take a little evaluation here. Yeah, I think that works. All right, I'm happy with that. All right, let me take a little break and refill my coffee and all the fun things. And so give me a few minutes, about 5 minutes or so. All right, I'm back. I need to... There we go. All right, now we can keep running this sucker. Almost feel like I need to drop it again. Huh. Let's fly over here and check it out. I mean, not really, because if I drop it again, I'm gonna have to go back up over here. Just for fun. Let's see. I think we just run it straight out. I think we just run it straight out. Come on, grab it. Thank you. All right, that's 3. What did I do last time? I think I did 5 of them, right? I did do 5. Did I do 5? Or did I do 4? 1, 2, 3. I did 4. Let's do 4. Try to keep it fairly consistent. Oh, just snuck it in before I died. That fall shouldn't have taken that much off of me. Now we're gonna need a taller 28 meter. No. 36. Yes. Okay, let's do 4 more. That was 3, so 1 more. And it looked like my concrete's struggling a bit. This power thing's getting annoying. Yeah, that's about the right height. 24 for this. 20. 24. All right, let's let that concrete build up. Let's run some of these signs. Oh, you know what I never did? I never added in this bottom layer. All right, we need to add that back into the blueprint. So I added a bottom layer of these foundations to cover up the Z fighting. It looks like I only did it on the support column version, not the straightaways without the supports. So we need to fix that, which is going to add more concrete. So that's fun. All right, let's go add that to the blueprint now. I did add it in. Oh, you know what I did? I copied and pasted this one. Yeah, I added into both of them. So I think that's the problem. I just copy and pasted instead of just running a new blueprint. So we can jump off of this one right here. Run it back. So no more copy and pasting. I need to run all new ones. So I may need to run over to the starter factory and load up on some concrete. If my max is 2,500 and each one of these suckers is over 1,000, basically means about 2.5 blueprints per trip. Yeah, I think we need, well, we can just start doing this. See, I don't need these. We can just start loading up and let it refill. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, well, can we do temporarily? You know what I could do? I need to build a new, a new transmission line little blueprint, because this one is not going to work anymore. It's not what I was looking for. What am I looking for? I think I have an undefined. Yeah, this one. I mean, maybe it'll work. Let's see. If I just make a few little tweaks to it. Let's see, what did I, oops, what did I put that in? It's probably in a 4x4 Mark 1, if I had to guess. Let's load that. Yeah, it is. May make more sense to start over on it though. How about we do, let's just start over. That should work. But I do want to put a... That can be hidden. It's gonna be hidden, we won't be able to get to it. Yeah. I can't get to it. See if I'll be able to get to that one. Yeah, I can get to that one. All right. Heck, I think that's all we need. Let's see, we're gonna do train now. Ooh, hold on. Train network. Transmission. Platform. And let's put that in here. color do we want? Just purple. Yeah, that's not too shabby. See how it looks once we put the actual tower on it. Is it going to be in the way of anything? That needs to go there. That's good there. How do we like that? Nah, now see I can't get to the damn one in the middle. Okay, so what if we do this? What if we do this? Because we've got the double. That's for double walls, so that won't do anything for me, will it? That actually needs to go over more. There, that's where it needs to be. Wonder if I can span all the way to this one. Something tells me probably not. Wire too long, so it's gonna have to go here. You know, I could probably put the damn thing in the blueprint, so I don't have to line it up every time. Not sold on this though, because kind of takes away from the cleanliness look. Alright, I think we got enough concrete for now. Let's try to run this thing up further. Alright, so what I want to do is kind of go up through here. I mean, I could take a straight shot out this way. That's what those foundations out there for. When I originally ran this thing, is that's kind of where it's hitting, and you can technically. I mean, I can maybe wrap around this corner here. Let's run a few more. And we're out of quartz crystal. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's run our power then. So do we want to skirt over here or try to squeeze up through there? I think if we turn it properly, we can get it through here. Well, that's interesting. This blueprint takes more quartz crystal than the dimensional depot can hold. Why is there 1,100 in that and only 600 in that? Oh, because of the verticals. Forgot about that. All right, we need a tall 32 meter. That'll work. All right, so this is where we need to turn. I think we need to turn here. The question is going to be, Cannot turn it too quickly. Otherwise, I'm in a world of hurt. How do we feel about that? Almost feel I can go a little bit more. Man, that's so hard to tell. I mean, there's a quick and easy way we can figure it out. Okay, we'll clear the tree. You know, we could almost... Hey, there's a base that I forgot to delete. We could almost do this and then turn it again. I'm not opposed to that. All right, let's do that. Oh, no, I'm missing iron plate. Son of a bitch. probably gonna need the tall boy for this one. And it's still not enough. Okay, what if we do this instead? Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, that one didn't make it. What is that one? It's 32? I thought that one made it. 36. All right, let's run this straight. More. Give me more. Man, I could almost just go straight from here and then dive around that corner. I think I want to do that. How many of these are there? 1, 2, 3. Need one more. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. I can do like I did on. Let me run some power down here so I don't fall. We'll go one more. There we go. How do we like that? How do we like that? It works for now. I'm gonna have to think on it a little bit. At least it's not floating, right? All right, $1 million question. What do we do? What do we do? Just run it straight out and then wrap this corner here. I'm gonna go right over that Caterium node. It's gonna make it interesting. Let's just run it out there and see. No support. Hopefully I don't need the Caterium node later. So this is where the next factory is going. All out here. Hopefully. Mm-hmm. All right, I need to take a little break here. Something I gotta take care of. Let me find a good vantage point. Like maybe we'll go up there. I want to see. Oops. See if I can leave y'all with at least a decent shot while I go handle what I need to handle. Fall over. It's a decent shot. You can see how massive that power pyramid is from this angle. All right, I'll be right back. Well, I say right back. Give me 10 minutes. If y'all can hang tight for that long. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, it was a little bit longer than I was anticipating. Alright, I say we wrap this corner. And then kind of evaluate from there. This is a just slight subtle turn. I think I like that. We may need a little bit more. Because I want to just clear. See, I'm gonna go right through that rock right there. I don't want to do that. All right, let's do 2. I think I need more. I think I need a little bit more. That was 6. Let's do 7. It's close. I feel like I can do one more. We're gonna be really close on that one. Okay. All right, we gonna clear it? Ooh, we are. That's damn near perfect. I don't know if I could get any closer if I planned it. That's incredible. All right, 2 more of these. No. I mean, that's kind of cool that it did it. Not exactly what I was going for, though. Can almost see the starter factory. Wondering if we need... Hold on, let's delete this one. turn now. I think we turn now. Alright, what are you doing? Why, why are we doing that? Let's cycle back around. I definitely did not grab where it's supposed to. There we go. All right, $1 million question. How far do I want to run this thing? Tonight, this morning. I probably got, what time is it? Probably got another 20 minutes. I'm gonna see how far we can run this thing in 20 minutes. Yeah, let's just see how far we can get in 20 minutes. I wish I could go longer today, but fortunately I cannot. All right, so what do we want to do here? Do we want to just do a straight shot? Do I want to curve? I think I want to curve it and then curve it back. do we want... Oh, losing power, losing power, losing power. Let's do this. Let's do another one of these. All right, let's go straight 3 and then turn it back. See if I like that. No, I need to do a little bit more. Yes, that's what I want. All right, let's run our 4. We're gonna go just straight right through here. Easier said than done when you keep running out of materials. I think the next big rail run, we'll go load up on a whole bunch of stuff before we actually get going. Oh, come on. Going for a swim. Right. All right, I'm liking this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna. I think I want to just wrap it around kind of through there. But let's do this since we're kind of wrapping. I need to wrap up anyway. I'm gonna put my fly mode on. All right, sorry. It was quiet. I was doing a recording, which for some reason the recording decided it wanted to screw with the encoding. And now the YouTube stream's going all wonky. So we got that going for us. But I'm wrapped up for the day anyway. So I'm gonna take a few screenshots and make some thumbnails. Anyway, I need to get running. I appreciate everybody jumping on and following along today. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see y'all next time.